Yo, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a trade recap. Um, okay, so this is my May 2005 trading recap. I should put that here. Um, just to get to the point that pretty unfortunate this month. The account is has been down. I don't know. Wait, why on my trading screen? My trading view. Anyways, I'm not gonna really be showing the trades I went through. I just kind of want to do a quickly month recap. Um, but starting off at this month, not starting off, but I think at the end of April, I had unfortunate 5-minute trades. I think I had a few 5-minute trades that really ended up bringing the account down. I think it was like 2 or 3 I took where spreads hit me bad, and it brought me down. I think it was like 3% down. If I remember, yeah, I think that's what happened near the end of April, which was like over a month, like 5-6 weeks ago. Doing 5-minute trades for the first time, I got smacked with spreads. I'm pretty sure I was risking like 0.5 the whole time on this phase 2 of the account. And it ended up doubling my risk spreads, entering on bad spreads, and then getting stopped out on bad spreads made me over risk and lose more on the account that I mean to. So I think at the start of May I was like 3% down, and unfortunately too, I missed a winner that happened at the beginning of the month. I think it was GJ. Hit a nice 1 to 10. It looked bad, so, and from the signaling, I am kind of involved in kind of signals or setup watching, however you say it. But I missed that win, and that first week of May, I ended up getting in 2 losses. That brought me down to a total of minus 5.25% drawdown in my account, and that was early in the month. So I actually ended up getting in a lot of losses this month. And at the end I had a winner that kind of takes me a little less down than what I was on the account. But yeah, now I'm in the game of can I pass this phase 2. But I've honestly learned a lot this last month. But I'll show. Don't want to show the 5. Okay, so this is just a recap of my actual live trades taken. These are my live trades taken. Just doing not mine, but just doing a supply and demand strategy. A big part of the draw that I'm in was because I started doing live on the account, live 5-minute trades for the first time, and never really had gotten hit with spreads before. Didn't really understand how it affects your potential entry and stop loss. I did nothing about it. Now I know. So that brought me down a lot in drawdown and gave me a lot of losses because I think those 5-minute trades, they were genuine losses. I don't think I missed any winners, but I didn't forward test. I back test a little bit, but I kind of went straight into live trading it. So I've learned, and now I'm just forward testing, paper trading, same thing. I'm basically doing both. I'm forward testing, which in the sense of paper trading it, the 5-minute supply and demand plus liquidity. But then on the 30-minute actual trades I've taken, I've also learned some lessons in here too. You see, I have 5 losses and 1 win. It got real bad near the end of the month. Obviously in drawdown, I started to risk I started the account just risking 0.5. The spreads hit me with full 1% losses. And then I started to risk 0.25 because I got to -6, -7% drawdown. When I was -7, amen, but I ended up getting a win. So I'm like still pretty far off, but I'm still risking 1.25%. My goal now is just to chill and trade. Take only good setups, which now will always be kind of what I do. I'm getting a better eye out now because I was kind of taking stuff based off alerts, but I was looking at them like I don't really want to take this. So I guess I'm learning more to accept like my own eye of the trading, if you know what I mean, not necessarily what other people have been saying, because I'm in like group chats and stuff just to learn, which is good for learning. But I've back tested now a little bit. I need to start back testing more. My back test results from year to date from a lot of the pairs we have. I wish I could show them. I don't know what happened to my charts. It should pop up here. There they are. You see, these are my current charts. This is something new. Don't worry about this stuff. EU I might just delete on my own. No one else has, but I don't like it. Also want to hurry up. But yeah, like back testing results, I think it was UJ or UK 100, like 20-30% year to date, like crazy. Like if you can trade, this is what the people I'm learning from, they always say, you can trade how you back test, you'll be very profitable because everyone gets profitable back testing. And even though the back testing results aren't extremely accurate, bro, I'll be like 15-20% up on the year. It's like that is, I think that's really good. 5 months in the year, yeah, getting like 30. I'll be about like 30% back testing results so far. I think that was even till April. I stopped at April, so we just started June. I haven't even done May yet. Just looking at April, 4 months in the year, like I was like 30% gain already. Like that's pretty good. But let me just hurry this up. I took 7 trades on the actual count, 5 losses on the 30-minute. Some of those like taking bad entries. Now I know the importance of really just taking candle close entries and break of candle entries. I tried to flip and I ended up just getting buried. Not buried, but I lost, losing. The other ones, I don't remember if they were too bad. I think there's things like double tops when trying to go long. Not really looking at that, so that's always something to keep an eye out. But I honestly don't doubt my ability to see high quality setups and taking, or I should take them. But like I think I can identify them. So now it's just depends on if the market is gonna make the high quality setups, and then I'm actually looking and checking when they form. A lot of them happen in hours that I'm not gonna be waking up at anymore. Like I was waking up 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Like I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. So I'm gonna have to accept losing good winners when that happens. But all I need to do is take 1 or 2 good winners that happens during the hours I'm up. And if I'm really taking the high quality side, not just taking whatever, like it won't really be losses. So 1 or 2 high quality setups every month, and I'm really not really taking losers. You'll be up like 5-6%. But I just gotta let the months go, see what happens June, see what happens July, see what happens August, see what happens September, see what happens October. You get it. Going month by month. I just gotta keep my eye on the charts, keep the back testing so I can get better at identifying stuff. Keep involved with the community because they always post stuff that kind of helps train you to be better. Keep back testing so I know what it's like. Just know what the results will kind of look like. And that's it. It's taking month by month. You can't rush it. I have been rushing it up until May. So I guess even now, you always want that gain to start coming, but I just gotta chill. So 1 win. The win was, I think, like last week. It was my only win came from when I risk a 0.25. I've hit in like three. I would have passed his account by now. I've hit in like 8 RR to 10 RR trades already in the past like 2-3 months. I've hit in 3. All of them were on 0.25 risk. And the first 2, I shouldn't even have been risking 0.25. It's just psychology, like too scared. And a 5-minute loss. This was probably like the last 5-minute loss I had. It was earlier in the month, but I was like, I'm done. I'm done with the 5-minute. The 5-minute has ruined my not ruined, but it's really taken my progress back way more. But it's not really the 5-minute. It's just me. I went too early into it, taking flip trades. I think that's what this was. Taking flip trades that I shouldn't have been taking. Expensive losses is actually not expensive. Free losses, really, when you think about it, but mistakes, I mean. But this is the 5-minute paper trading. So me, the 30-minute is the 5-minute. I started paper trading, and I need to train better in the 5-minute because you see it here. It is yet, in my eyes, to be worth adding. Maybe May was just a bad month. But another thing with these 5-minute trades is I took these while I was looking. This is also no trailing stop. If I did a trailing stop on one of those trades, it was UJ. If you do this strategy 5-minute, UJ, I think it was earlier this month, hit a nasty 5-minute win. You would have gotten like, I think like 8 or 10 RR or something like that. I ended up just closing at like, I think it was like 1.5 or 2%. Oh shoot, I didn't even consider that. Wait. Actually, no, I think I did add that. Okay, yeah, it was just a 1.5 win. And the other winner was gold. 1.5 win. So they were just like the lower TPs that you can get. If I did the 1-minute trailing stop, I would have ate. I would have been up 1, 2, 3% on the paper trading account. But I've been back testing with no trailing stop. I see that it actually does. The trailing stop can make you lose like 1, 2, 3% if you attempt it for trades for like, let's say like a few weeks. You do it, you could lose 1, 2, 3%, and then you do it for one trade, and you'll gain that back and a somewhat extra on like 1 or 2 trades. So it's really up to you. They added more on the 5-minute trading pairs, as you see. It was just GJ and gold. They added UJ, which is eating on the 5-minute. Well, it's actually been eating a lot of losses, but it gives you a lot of entries. Oh shoot, I'm getting a call now. Hold up. 13 minutes, I've been going on too long. Alright, I'm back. I just had a nice call with a Christian brother. What the? Oops. Wrong thing. Okay. I mean, that's nothing bad. Oops, don't. Okay. No, that's not bad either. Alright. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is my results. 5 losses, -5. 2 winners, 3% gain on that. So -2% on the month on my paper trading on the 5-minute. The 5 minutes yet to be kind of worthwhile. There was a bunch of fat winners that I didn't take. Different hours I happen to miss. Now I started to wake up at like 5, 6. So it's kind of like a New York session, 5-minute trades. But all that means is just that around that time I start looking. And even in between that, I might still miss, but I guess because I'm paper trading, the 5-minute, I just kind of see it as like whenever I want to get into something, I'm looking. Yeah. And the only final thing left is that I've been taking kind of like these gold signal trades from this one like kind of obscure small account. There you go. And I was taking the alerts. I'm pretty sure it was earlier in the month I took these 2 because I was so heavy in drawdown, it kind of messed with my head. And I was like, bro, I'm just stopping everything. No 5-minute, no no more taking these alerts because everything was kind of failing me, and my mistakes that I made were were hurting. So kind of stopped taking from these guys because they were losing. And of course, when I stopped taking the alerts, they had a bunch of winners. But my issue was I'm doing all this on the one account, and for example, the 5-minute trades, I wouldn't be so heavy in drawdown if I had another account or another page for 5-minute trades, or if I just wasn't live trading 5-minute trades. Actually, I mean, you can see these results. I don't know how exactly true all this will be, but I will be just barely down, or not down by much if I was just taking the 30-minute trades that I really should have been. Yeah, I would have been up a little bit actually. I wouldn't even be that much down in April if I didn't take those early on 5-minute trades, though. That was something I kind of need to see what happens with spreads. But okay, but with these gold trade alerts, this is the result. I was -2 this earlier, kind of made me stop. I saw it wasn't working, so I was like, why add the losses? Also, a lot of the winners end up being small because that alert page I'm talking about, they go off of account margin, right? So the alerts you enter is kind of based on how much of the overall count. So I believe the range is from like 16%, and then sometimes or I think he's even went in with like 1,000 around the lowest, and then like sometimes he has his own. He has like a smaller live account where he goes in with heavier or more riskier trades. I don't really, but it's really unorthodox. It's not like the way the lot size and everything is not like how typical trading is that you'll see on YouTube or from Discord. This one's unique. It's free too. Maybe I'll end up putting like their link someday, but right now, kind of gatekeeping just because I don't want to put that out there. Don't even know anything, so just kind of keeping a secret for now. I don't believe I always do that. I do want to share resources, but basically with the account margin is the risk and losses are like the risk and wins are like a lot heavier. So like I think if I do it right on the account I have now, which is a 20K funded account, like I could either be going in with like 2-3%. I think at times it's even random too. It'll be like 1% sometimes. So losses could be fat, wins could be fat. Sometimes too the wins, sometimes like the trades are like this. That was a lot I was getting on earlier and winning. And I wasn't really risking the way they did. They were risking way more than I was. I was still doing like maybe 0.5 loss, 1% loss. Because I didn't want to over risk, but that was kind of part of how they trade. So they'll really be like this, like very long, very fat. But they'll have trades like this. You enter here, like the signal to enter will be at like here. This will actually be the risk to reward, right? But because they risk so much or a certain amount of the account, when they win, whatever decent, and they might have a decent size account, maybe like, I don't know how big the account's, maybe like 20, 30, 40K maybe, I don't know, or 10K, 15, 20K, I don't know. But when they win, they'll win like $200, maybe $300, right? So they'll probably make 2,000 like 3-4 trades in the month. Make like 2, 3, 4,000, right? Just because they risk so much, and the guy's win rate was like very high. I think this year's hasn't been the best because a lot of it was Trump, as in everyone else. But yeah, that month I got 2 losses. I was like, bro, I'm cutting it. So see all this. You gotta also keep an account. After like the first 2-3 losses of like 0.5, I was -5%. So April, the end of April, I was kind of killed. But these are my trading results. It has not been good. That one win was kind of not. That kind of was pretty nice. I'm learning a lot more about psychology, not from watching people talk about, but actually like putting up trades and experience it. I'm learning about psychology. I'm learning about how the actual live trading, live entries affects how spreads affect how the spreads affect how affects your stop loss, how you enter. I've gotten a lot better with the mindset of when you're actually entering trades. Before I used to hesitate a lot, like, is this valid? Is this good? Is it good to enter now? Is this a valid trade? But now I'm gaining more confident because I'm putting up a little bit more trades. A little bit more live looking at entries. You know, I've been kind of getting into this for a year now. Like if it's a year, I spent like the first 2-3 months just learning. 2 months, something different. Then I think it was like August. I started August last year. I started like paper trading. I actually did good that month with the old guy I was learning from doing that way. Then I started working halfway through August. Threw me off. I was working until December, so all that time I couldn't really trade. And before December, like it was actually a good time to trade, right? So maybe everything worked out better, honestly. When I'm working, I can't even pull up trades. I'm looking after the fact. I'm like, wow, bro, I could have done this and that. I could enter this and that. Like, I could have been actively paper trading, learning, building up. And I'm at this job, and it sucks, and the guys are mean. It's a construction job, right? And that's around the time where I started the channel. I was like, you know what, bro, I hate this job. I hate all this. Like, let me just do something I wanted to do. Let me start this channel. Right, so then I started posting on this channel, trading, gaming, that ended up being Bible stuff. But it wasn't until like January, February, I switched my strategy because I saw the other one was pretty weak. Just wasn't going right. Trump times were kind of switching stuff up too. What actually made me switch was I bought TradingView back testing, and like the subscription to back test. I bought it and I started going back into charts and back testing, and I'm like, bro, this strategy that I've been learning since really July, August of 24, and at that point would have been, let's say, July, August, September. I mean, I couldn't even put in a lot of hours, but I couldn't even put time in it anymore because I was working. But just going back and seeing market opens, New York market opens, like, oh, this really gets you nothing. It's like, this is not going to be something that's going to be reliable. It was, July, August, September, October, January. Yeah, it was like 5, 6, 7 months into it. Working almost like 5, 6 of those months. Couldn't even put much time. I'm like, bro, like, I'm trying to learn trading, but like, I can't even get time into it. I get off of the job I was at. Now I have all this time to trade. I was like December, January, and I think February live trading that strategy. Not much results, not working right. I ended up going draw down that account because I lost that funded. It was like 15K. It was. I lost that one. And then I started looking for a new strategy, and I find this one. And so far, I am glad I am making a switch to this. It's been 3-4 months. As time's going on, I'm actually putting more and more effort and like work into it, as in back testing and learning and watching stuff. You know, I got to a point where I really started working at it, and then and then I working, and I'm kind of stepping back because I'm seeing that these professional guys, like, they had their time periods where they really work, but how they really trade is it's like really chill. Like, when it's time to go on the charts, they look, see the setups, put alerts, leave it, maybe check every hour or two, and see if anything comes up. If not, they just go on about their day. It's easier. Well, should do it anyways, but it's a little different because they're already making their money. Their YouTube, their Discords, trading itself, they're getting their motion off all that. So like, why you're supposed to be kind of chill going into trades. So like, why even stress about it? Not stress. Well, whatever. Right. But like right now, like I can't. I'm not making nothing from it yet. I gotta get to the point where I can make something. And then I think I could really body like that chill trading. Though I am kind of now, but it's just slow. Not much trades coming either. But yeah. But I'm just after this month, I'm just fully accepting the ride. Fully like I didn't before. Just accepting this journey. I don't care if it's gonna take me another 2 years before I can go on a video and be like, I just made $1,000 from my funded. I just got paid out $1,000. Like, I'm ready. I'm accepting that. I do want to keep pursuing this. I think everyone comes in with like, I'm gonna get kind of rich quick, but that's not good, and it's better slower grind from a biblical standard. But I just want to keep pursuing this just for the sake of picking something to do and being dedicated to it. I just want to be dedicated to the process of something. A lot of times I've done stuff and kind of quit early, like anything. Pick anything and then end up kind of quitting after a few months. Like, no, bro, I want to have something where I dedicate. I want to actually dedicate my time to something. So, trading like this is chill. I'm in New York time, so people that live in Asia have the best, quote unquote. The guys I'm learning from, they were in London. One's in London. One's in like Asian time zones. So I think they wake up with either with the London session open, or they wake up with the Asian session open, which is even better. I wake up at like just before like 5-6, so that's like a few hours before New York session starts. So I actually don't have that many sessions because around this time, like once it hits like 12-1, it's like that's not really ideal to get in trades. I think they were saying the 5-minute is good whenever, but you always want to escape spread hours. And if you're at the Asian time zone, I'm pretty sure spread hours are like your midnight. And if you're in London time zone around there, spread hours is like in your night. So me, it's like my afternoon. So these guys can basically trade all their wake hours. I can only really do the first few, so kind of handicapped in that way. I tried waking up early, but it ended up it was just hurting me more. I didn't get that one until I started waking up at a better time. It was really messing up my sleep trying to wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock to get in trades. I just end up falling asleep. And basically around New York session open, but all I can do is have faith, do something to keep me busy, do something that brings in some income while I work on this. If I can get a win whenever, get like 4, 5, 6%, get a big funded account, that's how you can start off. But I want to be dedicated to something and actually really learn it, really do something I can perform. And another thing, so that's the trading. Another thing is the YouTube. So the YouTube's another thing I want to just dedicate my time to, really dedicate my time and build up, or just put time in and work on it. I know many ways I can increase my videos. It's always going to be rough right now because I'm living with family. I'm sharing rooms, so it's like, I do have a lot of time to myself, but like time just being here, so it's actually nice, but I feel handicapped, slightly, but if God gives me that chance, also it's gonna look. Actually, let me do this so you want to see all that. If the time comes where God gives me like my own space or just a different space, different environment, I feel more comfortable recording in, that would be nice. That'd be good. But yeah, bro, these two things, trading and making videos, like it's just something I just want to dedicate. I just want to be dedicated to something. I don't want to just give up and quit, especially because like these two things are so. I've been on for too long, but hey, I guess I just love to yap. These two things, it's like self-employed working away, and that's just what I love. I just love the idea of being able to just not work for someone and work for myself, stuff that I can build myself up in, and then of course go on to different stuff beyond that. If you ever know about the rich dad poor dad quadrant, you got employee, self-employed, goes like to here, big business, investor. I want to skip the employee side, be blessed, starting off in the self-employed business investor. That's how I want to go in the work and financial sense of my life. So right now, kind of being supported only by employee side, trying to switch to the self-employed. Like I said, I know a lot of ways to improve the YouTube side of it. I guess also the trading side, but the trading side is gonna need its own time. But with the YouTube side, I know a lot of stuff I can improve in. Like I said, having my own space will help, but getting a better recording equipment is the big thing. And I think I'm actually got an idea of how I can kind of go about that better. Getting I want to get PC, like $1,500 PC, like that would be the average, and that'll be nice. But could also do an actual mic and a better camera, but be okay for now. It'll be alright. It'll be alright, I believe. But I gotta end this. I want this to be like 5 minutes. That's any trading video will be short, always yapping about something. But whatever. I should be. The past few days, no, yesterday, I spent like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours yesterday trying to improve my mic sound because I have a fan on, so people don't really hear me. So I find a way to have that and make this mic sound really good. Because, like, the gaming videos, I got sick and tired of how the mic quality was sounding. It's irritating me. So one end, it was like picked up everything because they didn't have really filters. Clicking the mouse, I'm doing this, I'm moving, I'm milli rocking and everything, and it's all picking up on the mic, my breathing. I didn't like it. So, I started adding filters to kind of block out that noise, but when I did that, I started making the mic sound off. It's like, sometimes I talk and it'll cut off, or sometimes I talk and it'll like be distorted because I have these noise reducing filters. So it even sounds worse. Because every time I talk, like, and you hear like the wind blowing every time I speak, because kind of like the gates opening or the noise reducer is kind of like working. So it was bad. So now I'm trying to find, I guess, a middle ground. I'm gonna watch this and see how it sounds. But that's May 2025 monthly recap. Hey, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying for things. Right now, it's like I'm trying to make a campfire. Sometimes you have like a flint and steel that just instantly starts a fire. Sometimes you got a lighter. Sometimes you got 2 rocks and you try to spark a flame, right? So it's like the 2 rocks trying to start a fire. You can do it. It can happen. It just takes a lot of, right? You gotta be a little smart. You gotta be somewhat persistent, but you can make a fire with that. Right now, I'm trying to make a fire, and it feels like I'm just like smacking my wrist together. It's like the impossible is just trying to be done, but all I can do, jeez, all I can do is just keep smacking or find two rocks. I guess that works for the analogy, but the effort's being put, the learning's being done. Just gotta see what's gonna end up happening. But I mean, hey, they're being made. They're being made. All right, let me end this. I guess I just like the sitting down talking part. Any day I'll end it. Any day. I really wonder how the mic sounds. But let me say this. Actually, I don't know properly. Thank you for watching. End of the video. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. See ya. God bless. I should think of. Okay, I got this. Some Bible wisdom. It's biblical, so it's wise. But just reminder for me, to you, really to me, I'm speaking to, but always remember, honor the Lord, honor God with your work. All things you do, work hard, but work good. Just work. And honor the Lord in that. Where you honor the Lord in all the things you do. But do good things. So that you honor the Lord in that. That's how I want to end stuff. There you go. See ya.